Hiya. Right, so we all have these moments. As I realised that I needed to mix up more black, I realised I was putting the black in the wrong cup, which is fine because I don't hate it. So we're just gonna keep going. I don't mind there being slightly more black in this section because I'm not a big bright colours fan. But I figured by the time I put the red on it, there wasn't that much black there. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be nearly full, so I need to be cognizant of that. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I shouldn't have put the black in then, but it's fine. Literally pouring the black on the top to about there, so it's actually level with where the paint is. Right. Yeah, so there's not a lot of this left either, so the white layer is only going to be a small layer. I want to put in first. I want to put the darker one in first. Sorry, my cats are just having a little squabble in the background. Yeah, and some of these paints do have iridescent mediums in them. Or are metallics, like this blue is a super metallic. It's very shiny and it's very iridescent. So it's probably the first time I've used a paint that is metallic and iridescent. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, so like I said, there's only going to be a thin layer of blue because I'm using leftover paints from my last pour. And that is obviously a mix of blues. It was the pale blues that I'd put together. And it's just settled a bit wavy, which is interesting. I did mix it in, but apparently it decided it was going to settle where it settled, which sometimes paints do that. Right, and then I literally just want to put the white amount pretty much equal with that line. About the same? A little bit more?
That's it's really good.
There. Yeah, no, that's fine. There is absolutely fine. That's about where I thought it would need it to be anyway. Right. Now, the party trick of this routine is pouring them both at the same time. So, those of you who stuck around for pouring.
1 second.
Okay. The cups aren't touching, but the paint is actually touching in the middle from each cup. And I'm going to wring them out and let them make their own little puddles either side in the centre, just because I think it's pretty. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called a kiss pour. I'm going to put my flow accelerator around it in a minute. I'm quite tempted just to tilt it as it is, but I don't want to lose too much. But I do still have handy dandy flow accelerator, and I'm just going to top that up with the leftover paint that stayed in the bottom of the pour, because waste not want not. I like to make sure that I use paint as much as possible, because obviously it's not the most planet friendly hobby in the world, paint, but I try and do what I can, and I do wash up all of the, well, either me or my carers wash up all of the pots. I was going to say I do it, and then I thought, wow, she's actually stood next to me. And she would be going, it's a bib, in the background. Oh, yes.
Somewhat
I'm actually going to torch that as well. Because we've got quite a lot of metallics in there. So we may get some pretty funky cell action happening. So we can cross our fingers for that. I don't know whether to put flow accelerator on. I think I need to. Or I'm going to lose too much of the pattern. But there is a lot of paint on there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to put more paint on.
Probably
No, actually, I'm just going to tilt it. I am going to lose some of the edges, and I'm aware of that. But there is a lot of paint on this canvas. I kind of went over what the canvas is supposed to hold by quite a bit. So, it's alright. It's one of the empty ones fell on the floor. It's fine. Easy. Easy does it. Oh, I hate worrying about covering the corners, because it means I do lose quite a bit of the pattern, which is why I normally go for flow accelerator. But I was looking at what was happening in the middle, and that is what I saw. Right, I'm looking at it now, and I've got a bit of distance. I'm thinking that it needs to go down that way. I'm just going to watch the big splodges of paint off. Tell them what you think, Nadine.
I like it. You know I like it. I love the colouring in it anyway, and the metallics.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, yeah, when I chill, I pretty much get covered up to my elbows. So if I want to step back, I have to kind of wash off the worst of it, otherwise I end up dropping the paint. Right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to torch it a little bit more, and then I'm going to tilt some of this off, I think. Yeah, not... decision I was making in my head was that if a load of really pretty cells were going to pop up here when I torched it,
Yeah.
then I might leave it. But as it's only got a little bit of cell, I am going to tilt it more. Because I kind of feel like there is probably still quite a lot of movement left in the paint. So I just want to take it pretty much straight down. Right, so give me 1 second, I'm just gonna, yeah, no, we do need a little bit more. Okay. Go more towards that corner. I wish that wasn't there. That's why I splashed. But art isn't perfect, so I think that's really interesting. I hope you enjoyed watching me pour it. I will torch it once more just to see if we get any more cells. Because I only very lightly torched it. Right, if there are cells there, they're coming up now. Oh. Oh. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kiss pour. I think I did use a little bit too much paint, because I would have liked to have kept more of the edges, but with the amount of paint there was on the canvas, I felt like putting the flow accelerator on at that point was just adding more paint. So that's what I've learned for this one, was that I had too much paint. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you soon.